So working again on my temperature project. See here, I've got the DS 1820 or DS 18B20. So I got it wired up here. Got my resistor. That was the only one I had, a giant old one. But I got the little screen. It's a HELTEC Wifi Kit 8, I believe. Works great. Costs like $10 or less on eBay. Has a screen. So just messing around with the getting it to display temperatures. I've got my address up there, which is apparently being displayed in not hex, which is what I have down here. So do some translating of that. But yeah, it's the temperature showing. We've got the 28.19. So yeah, it looks like it's just scanning the same address over and over again, which is what I would expect. So I'm going to comment that out of my code and get rid of that, and then we'll just print the temperature on the display, on the screen. So it's cool. We can use the console out, or there's this Arduino tool called the serial plotter that just plots whatever numbers are output. So you can use that, and it'll actually print out a graph. So if I stop outputting the address, just commented that out, just output the temperature, and we should get just the numbers. So I'm doing temperature in Fahrenheit and then temperature in Celsius on the console. Change that to print out the same. Writing up there. But yeah, so I want to get the U8G2 library, which is on there. That drives the display, and you can use that to basically set a whole bunch of different things. So yeah, it's powering up now, and we get temperature, so 73.85 degrees. And I got with the 4.3 is precision. Okay. So right now this is going to have 3 decimal digits and a minimum width of 4. And you can see there the graph is growing. So this will do 500 data points. It'll store and it just graphs them out. So it looks like got my temperature. I'll put there. So temperature in Fahrenheit. Oh, which is still doing that old temperature. So make sure you close that, restart this. And one thing I wanted to do was try and make that text bigger. Just right now it's pretty small, but I got a whole bunch of room there I can use. So it's been a while since I've used this. I used this originally with a program I wrote to pull up tide data and graph it, the tides, like whether the tides are going up or down. So messed around a little bit there, and that's where I copied the original part of this code. So kind of just copying and pasting a lot of that. So it's this guy, Olikarus on GitHub. He has a huge U8G2 library, which is very nice. A bunch of examples in there. Cool way to control. You can control these little boards you can get for like $3 on eBay. So I've got a couple of those. You do cool stuff with that. But what I am looking for is how to change the text size. So I've got set font. It looks like it may just be the font, so if I change the font, potentially I would get a different size. So I'm thinking I will copy that. So I just have it back to the original. And I'm going to go see what fonts we have. So set font. A few different things here. Find some examples. So we got constructor, set font, somewhere in here we gotta find the use. So UHG2 set font. Sometimes they have good API descriptions, other times not so great. So if I can find a wiki or something, there we go, set font. Yeah. Alright, so we should set font there with the definitions of that. Alright, so there's all of our fonts, our font names, glyphs. It looks like we have size in some of these. U8. So I have U8 G2 font Chiquita. Font direction, a whole bunch of different stuff we can do here. So font mode. So you get a whole bunch of, this looks like it's 0 based, so that would be, yeah, 0. Messing around with this stuff makes me feel like I'm in the 80s with old computers. They're teeny tiny little things. User interface selection, oh look at that. Huh. Title. So yeah, a bunch of different stuff in here. Memory constructor with a U8x8 support. So yeah, basically video drivers is essentially what this is, because it writes out to memory and then the memory correlates to different positions. So I'm going to set some different fonts here. Set this, just try this one, see what happens. Looks like that compiled well, and we'll see what comes out. How are we going to break all the other stuff? Might need to keep that, and then at the end change the font, because I'm going to guess it's not going to finish well. So basically what I want to end up with is I want to end up with a graph. See the current temperature. Oh yeah, there we go. We should clear it after a few seconds and get oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, that's not bad. So I'm going to take this and drag it down, and I'm going to put it here at the end. So we're going to clear it, and then I'm going to set the font to this nice big font. And we have to move that over a little bit, so we got our X and Y. So I'm going to move this over to a Y value of 30, I think. So we drop that down a little bit, and we did 0.16. Do 0.30. And that should be Y, so I should make that 16, so in the same line. And that should get us a little better display there. See how that turns out. And actually what I might do, so it looks like I don't actually have to specify the string, I can just say .print, which might actually be a lot cleaner. Maybe you don't have to do the buffer. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm going to try that set font. We'll do the set cursor. we'll get our char value with our temperature in there. I'm going to do actually a precision of 1. Because really, 73.1 degrees, I'm fine with that. Okay, so we're going to do U8 G2 dot set cursor 015. And then U8 G2 dot print temp U8G2 dot print, and then we'll do our char val. See how that works. So ideally here we get temperature, and then I think get a graph of it. And it's compiling 93%, 100%. Alright, hard resetting via RTS pin. Yep, there we go.